Hello, this is Olga from Holistic Healing Therapy, and this is video 3 from the video series How to Cleanse and Take Care of Your Crystals. And even though I usually recommend to cleanse your crystals using 4 elements of earth, fire, air and water, and also sound and essences, in this video I would talk about how to cleanse your crystals using just water element. And I usually think that it's a good idea to use natural representations of the elements. So for water element, I would use sea water and spring water, but if you don't have those, this video is for you who usually do the cleansing of the crystals at home. And this video I would divide into 2 sections. In the first section, I would talk about why I think it's a good idea to cleanse your crystals using water element. And in the second section, I will talk about 3 methods of cleansing your crystals with water element. So let's begin. So why I think it's a good idea to cleanse your crystals using water element? Well, my belief in cleansing crystals is based on the ancient Greek belief, which originated 450 BC, which states that everything consists of 4 elements of water, fire, earth and air. So water is a very important part of this theory, and that's why I think it's a good idea to cleanse your crystals with all 4 elements, including water, of course. And also I read in the scripture that water has lots of purifying and cleansing properties, and I read about ceremonial baths where the water was the symbol of purity, and also of course about the baptism in the water, which was supposed to purify and cleanse. And as well as that, I read about the ancient Greeks who, with the use of the holy water called chernips, were making people and places holy or sacred. And actually that's how they distinguish between sacred and non-sacred places. Sacred places were the ones which were actually covered in the holy water, or which were purified with the holy water, and non-sacred places were not purified with the holy water. So I think this shows us how in many religious traditions and in many beliefs, people thought that water is a very important purifying substance. And I'll post the link to my research, these 3 sources below, if you are interested. And I will also try to make a video on water and its purifying and other qualities. So if you are interested, please watch the space. And now moving to the 3 methods of cleansing your crystals with water element. So let's move on. So the 3 methods of cleansing your crystals using water. The first method is used for hard crystals, and it uses the earth and the water element because it involves putting your crystals in the water salt solution. I will not demonstrate to you this method in this video, as I used it and demonstrated in my previous video, video number 2 from the series How to Cleanse and Take Care of Your Crystals. So you can see this demonstration as the first method of how to cleanse your crystals using the earth element of salt. This method is very good for the hard crystals, but as I said, it's not very good for the soft crystals because the water salt solution can actually damage your soft crystals such as calcite and jewelry. So I will now show you the second method, which is actually very good for the soft crystals and also jewelry. So let's move on. So for this method we will need your crystals and the bowl. And what we do, we place the bowl in the sink. I'm now in the bathroom. So place the bowl in the sink. Place your crystals in there. And you need the source of running water. And you fill the bowl with the water, preferably cold water. And after that you just leave the water running. And I use very slow flow, because this way I don't need to use that much water. And in this case I would keep the crystals in the bowl for 3 to 4 hours. And I would advise you to be very careful with this method. Keep an eye on your crystals all the time so that the water doesn't overflow. And also, if you are a miner, I would advise doing it with the supervision of an adult. The benefits of this method are that you can use it for any types of crystals, including soft crystals like calcite and amber, and also delicate things like jewelry, and it only takes 3 to 4 hours compared to other two methods described here, which need 12 to 24 hours. But the downside is that you are likely to use lots of water. You should also keep an eye on your procedure all the time. And the third disadvantage is that you can't combine elements like water and earth in the first method described here. So now moving to the third method of cleansing your crystals, and for this method you would need spring water, preferably not kept in the water for more than 24 hours. Then the crystal vessel, better if it's rock crystal, but any type of crystal would do. And of course your crystal, in this case moldavite in silver. So what you do, first of all, you put your crystal inside the vessel, the crystal vessel. Then you cover it completely in water, in the spring water, and make sure that it's completely soaked in water. And leave it like this for 24 hours and 12 hours if you actually running low on time. And this method is very good for jewelry, any type of soft crystals, because you don't actually make it contact the salt or any substances that could damage your jewelry or soft crystals like calcite or moldavite in this case, but also good for hard crystals. And unlike method 2, you don't need to use lots of water. The only downside is, of course, you have to have the crystal vessel, which don't all people have, and also the source of spring water, and it should be fresh. So these are the 3 methods of how to cleanse your crystals using the element of water. Now that I have shown you 3 methods of how to cleanse your crystals using the water element, I would advise you to watch other videos on the topic from the series How to Cleanse and Take Care of Your Crystals. And please, if you have any thoughts or comments, leave them below. And if you know any other methods how to cleanse your crystals using the element of water, please share. Toodles!